What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? You know the vibes. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? This is Nikki and welcome to Content Corner Live. You feel me? First and foremost, happy holidays. We are officially in the holiday season. Thanksgiving just passed for those people who may have, celebrated it. Some people don't. I get it. I understand. Right? But happy holidays. 1 to 10, if you are in the chat right now, if you're watching this live, let me know how you're feeling. Of course, please share this live. Like first, because so the algorithm can be like, okay, Nikki's doing some things. Let me promote her over here and there. Okay, so the live part, please, the like part, please do that. And then I need a favor. Okay, I need a favor. And this is from my YouTube side of things. I want to get to 15K before the year is done. Okay, so I think we're at like 14.6K. So please share this, share some of your favorite videos, whatever you feel like doing, at least to one person. Okay, one person makes a difference. That's all I'll say. Okay, so let's do this. Let me show love to the people in the chat first and foremost. But what we are going to talk about today is 2025. what content to actually create, especially when it comes to YouTube. Now, this does apply to some of the things that are happening in the short form world as well. But if you are thinking about jumping into YouTube, or you have a YouTube channel and you want to get back active, or you're already active, we got 4 types of content that is going to help you grow your YouTube channel and not burn out. Okay? And you do not need a huge team for this. I'm going to show you some very good examples that you're like, oh, I can do this myself. This is great. And like I said, it can translate as well new ideas from a short form standpoint. Plus, we're going to talk about Spotify doing something different for creators and how this live right here may turn into a podcast later. We'll talk about it. And then we're going to continue to grow Lion's behavior and start it from scratch using ChatGPT. I'm really excited about that part. You feel me? You feel me? But let me see how the people are feeling in the chat. You know what I mean? Ooh, we global already. We got somebody from Haiti. Come on. You know what I mean? Happy holidays. Thanks for the invite. Of course. 7.5. She said, I'm good. Solid 8. Shout out to Rain. Lydia, what up? 10. Come on. Dope ass artist. Thankful for your knowledge. I'm thankful that you're here. I'm thankful for you here. Okay. So y'all feeling amazing. I'm seeing that. He said, all good. Glad to be here. First time on the live. And yeah, if this is your first time live, let me know. Building with Jesus said, hey, Nikki, finally got to watch this in real time. Thank you. Right. Alex, what up? Janita says she's a 7. What's up, Tiff? Tiff said, LB, come on. I see y'all. New York in the building. Come on. Texas, what up? I see you. All right. So first, Adam in Maine. I'm the 6. What up? What's popping? Crypto for Seniors, a.k.a. Mark. See, this is why I love when community comes together, because I actually know people's names. Come on, 12. Let's go. He said, hey, what's popping? All right. So thanks for the planner. Of course. If you're on the newsletter, right, you get a planner. It's really dope. So, music was great. Driving grandma home. Shout out to grandma. Let her make sure. Hi, grandma. Everybody in the chat, say hi to grandma. Hi, grandma. You know what I mean? We love grandmas. So, okay. Let's get into this lesson. I'm really excited. We got a lot to talk about, and I don't want to waste nobody's time. So let's cue up the lovely little transition of Content Corner live. Come on. So let's do this. Say me if you have a YouTube channel or you plan on starting YouTube in 2025. Okay? If you are still on the fence, you're like, nah, I don't think YouTube is for me. Give me the number 3. I'm cool with that. Right? I'm cool with that. Jamaica's in the building. Come on. You feel me? So here's the thing. In my journey of being on YouTube, for those who don't know, I started with one channel, which was the podcast, which is Nikki and Moose. Now I have my own personal channel. And in this time frame, in this year, we have experienced burnout. And so I'm looking at different formats of like, okay, when I hit that situation again, what can I do? Right? Because of course, we would love the whole, you know what, the B-roll, the different angles, everything like that. Absolutely. But then what if life and it hits and we still need to be consistent? still need to be successful, but we ain't feeling it. Okay? So in the chat, let's be honest. Put a C in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this replay. If you have experienced creator burnout this year, right? Put a C for creator burnout. I could just put a B for burnout, but I want to be extra. Be like creator burnout, right? But let me know. You know what I mean? Going through burnout right now, but still going on YouTube. Come on, I see you. It's like I've experienced burnout. You know what I mean? B. Okay, come on. We're global today. We are absolutely global. New to the community, glad to be here. Oh, thank you. All right, so I see the C's coming in for creator burnout. All right, I wasn't alone this year. I feel good about that. Not good, but not like, yay, we all experienced burnout. It's definitely not the goal. Like my goal next year is to not experience burnout. I said that one year and I didn't do that. So I'm going to bring it back, right? I said, I might have burned out after this Vlogmas shorts. Hey, it happens, right? Do you feel your content elevated with a camera versus shooting on your phone? I don't think it elevated either or. I think, and we could get into this a little bit later, but I think me really like honing in on the messaging and the storytelling and how I set things up. If you've been on my threads, you know what I'm talking about. I think that has what's been elevating my my joint, right? Is it bad that I burned out just thinking about creating a page? That's honest, Adam. That's honest. That's fine. Some of the thoughts is like, whew. Yeah, I don't want to do that. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about 4 different types of videos that you could create for 2025 that is not going to burn you out, that is going to bring you views, and we could be good for the new year. All right, so let's get back into YouTube. Now, the first one I want to talk about is what the video podcasters do, which is kind of like remote recording. Okay. So if I was to go, actually, let me write that down. Cause one of the creators that I wanted to show, he just did a new video. I wanted to show that, but let's go into podcasts real quick. So if we look at the podcast world, right? Here's a good example. Shout out to Greg. So I'm going to play a little bit of his podcast, but I want to show you how simple this is, because remote podcasting is still a thing and it still does very well. I'm going to show you his podcast and then one of my favorite podcasts. And if you look at these podcasts from a YouTube standpoint, it doesn't take a lot of editing. Right? It doesn't take a lot of editing at all. You may have to worry about the first minute because that's what attracts people. But once we're done with the first minute, it's barely anything. So this is his
SEO. We show you exactly how to do it. We talk about the tools he uses to create these websites and landing.
So like I said, the first part, there may be some extra stuff, but let me go right here. Mind you, this is about building high traffic startup using AI. We're not here for the topic. We're not even thinking that, oh my God, this is exciting. I just want to show you the format of how they are sharing a screen, they're talking, and that is it. Okay? So let me fast forward it a little bit. Here we go.
And hit enter, and literally within a minute, the entire page is generated, fully designed, ready to go. So
okay, stop there.
Yeah.
Because this is insane, dude.
Oh, well, thank you.
This is insane because I need to break down what I think you're doing and why I think it's so brilliant. So what you're saying is you had an idea for this startup. You felt you had a pain point. You're like, wouldn't it be cool if I could make my own Big Mac?
So real quick, for one, I don't want YouTube to demonetize me on this, but we already went through a couple of seconds and it didn't shift, right? It's just showing whatever the guy is sharing is having two people talking, not even super dope cameras, right? Probably simple webcam, mic. I don't know if the other guy has a mic, but I know the one in the bottom, which is Greg, he does. And we have how many views? 4,396. Now, if I was to go to his channel, right? If I go to his channel and I go to popular ones, this was 3 months ago, 522,000 views 3 months ago. Okay. So once again,
there's two types of people who've watched my
Cash flowing business is way.
Here we go.
Okay, so let's just describe this. Also, I use voice a lot when I'm making these. So I want to add an evaluation pop-up. And this, I want you to include an icon and just have a placeholder image of a person. And I want this to have, I want to be able to drag this icon.
They're just having a conversation, right? They're having a conversation, showing more of like tutorials, how-tos on this podcast. And that's it. Now, the tools to be able to do that, there's two, right? Well, three. So what we're doing on this live right now, I could bring in somebody. How we're doing this whole show is through Ecamm Live. Shout out to Ecamm Live, right? That's one, but that is Mac only. So if you don't have a Mac, you can't use Ecamm Live. Another one is Riverside, which I'm going to be testing, right? But I know a lot of podcasts. I've been on a bunch of podcasts that has used Riverside. Riverside is amazing, and it actually creates the clips for you. But Ecamm's about to do something like that soon, but I can't go too much into that, but let you know. And then another one is StreamYard, right? If there's anybody in the chat who has used any of these, whether you have been the host of using Ecamm, Riverside, or StreamYard, or you've been on a podcast or a webinar or whatever using any of these, let me know which one in the chat, right? Let me know which one in the chat. But this is something, and it's long form, right? It's like I used Riverside before and it's dope. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and this is his whole channel, to be honest with you. This man has not done like super B-rolled, high def videos, anything like that. And he has 127,000 subscribers, right? So keep in mind, remote conversations. I wouldn't even say podcasts, right? Because podcasts to some individuals will be like, yo, that's overwhelming. I don't want to think about it. You feel me? But there's another podcast that I love, First Million. I think it's here we go. My First Million. And their whole podcast, for the majority, I would say 90% of it. Now, they do have some that they did get a video crew and everything like that. But majority of their podcast is done remotely. So Sam and Sean are in two different locations. So if we were to go here, and let's look at numbers, because I want to share how remote podcasting, remote conversations are still a thing. This has nothing to do with, okay, we were in the pandemic, that's when everybody started doing it. No, it's still a thing. And it's still one of the most easiest ways to get content out. So if I was to go to videos, right? Now, let's go to popular. So this was 6 months ago. I'm not sure if this one was remote. Let's see.
an idea. And so
No,
my
this
dad
wasn't
was
remote. Let's pick another one. Like I said, 90% of them are. Okay, so this one, 740K. This was about a year ago. This one also 6 months ago, 662,000. And this is all remote.
My first million.
Let's go.
My first baby mama. My first ketamine experience. My first addiction.
A nice little intro.
Here's what I want to start with. I love some of the things that you say. And one of the things you said is don't follow your passion. People who are already rich tell you to follow your passion. You should follow your talent. Can you unpack that? Can you explain what you mean?
I wanted to be an athlete. That was my passion. And then going to UCLA was a blessing.
And that's it. So, 1, record your conversations through Ecamm, StreamYard, or Riverside, whatever your situations can be, right? My first million has 595,000 subscribers. Okay. So, like I said, 2 great examples of how remote podcasting is still a thing. It doesn't require that much editing. Depending which one that you use, they do automatic clipping as well. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Your podcast is taken care of. The audio side is taken care of because they have separate audio waves. So you can put it up to any podcast hosting situation. And then it makes the clips. So pretty dope, right? Now, second one. Now, oh man, let me see if second one is really dope. Second one is grab your phone and create a video. Grab your phone. Now, I'm going to show you something. There was a story that I saw that I put on Threads that warmed my heart. But it shows that it has nothing to do with the equipment. It's more of the consistency and the passion, okay? So let's look up, I think it was like, Oh Dad Fishing, okay? So, fishing with Oh Dad, that it is, okay? Now, Fishing with Oh Dad
Bill was fishing with those.
has 1.47 million subscribers. But let me explain something. He didn't always have that. He had that at November 24 of this year. Okay? He's always had about 1,000 subscribers. And then it shot up to over 1 million. And I'm going to tell you why. But if we look at his videos, nothing fancy, no fancy thumbnails. And you can see that it's a POV. Let me grab my phone. Let me grab whatever type of, now he has like a little action camera now to show that POV situation. But he just records with whatever he has. Okay? Work with what you have. Because what you have is just good enough. Okay? So check this out.
Oh, what do I got? Something fairly sizable here. Oh, what do I got? Oh, peel and drag, dude. Well, hey everyone, Bill at Fishing with Odad, and I'm glad to be back here because the last time I was here, my back was really hurting and the fishing was so good. We're at the old mill here, and man, I just couldn't wait to get back. So I hated having to leave, but there was just nothing I could do about it. So
This is all he's doing, okay? Grabbing his camera, Look at this. Gives you a unique POV. And that's all he's doing. He's just showing his journey. And he does this with a whole bunch of his videos. Now, the real video that made me aware of his content and how raw and just genuine it is. Now, mind you, he has 452 videos, right? His first video was 4 years ago. And you could tell just through his thumbnails, it's been the same kind of look, same kind of feel. But there was a video that caught my attention, was in the YouTube trending section. And so let's watch a little bit of it.
In fact,
okay, here we go.
Oh, Dad, and I am sitting in front of my computer now, just blown away by what has happened within the last 24 hours or less. I went to bed last night with 1,327 subscribers. That was about, I didn't go to bed at 6:30, but about.
Can I rewind that? Rewind that.
I went to bed last night with 1,327 subscribers. That was about.
There we go. Okay. So this was 11 days ago. Okay. So 12 days ago, he had 1,327 subscribers. Okay. Let's keep watching. I just want to give you some context.
I didn't go to bed at 6:30, but about 6:30, there was 1,327 subscribers. I'm looking at my computer, and I have over 210,000 now. And that is thanks to a very kind person. In fact, Kind Penguins on TikTok.
Okay. So once again, he grabbed his phone, grabbed whatever camera that he had. He did a video, and this video alone has done 2.1 million views. Has nothing to do with the camera, has nothing to do with the lighting, has everything to do with the passion, the genuine, the sincerity of this video. Now let's look at the video. Let's go into TikTok. It's like Kind Penguins. Let's go into TikTok and see what video brought all this traffic. And there's even a lesson within that, right? So let's go to TikTok. Bum, 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 which I'm always scared because some crazy stuff can come up. Oh, I love this guy. Good, praise God. Ooh. All right, so Kind Penguins? Penguins? I think it's Kind Penguins. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. There we go. All right. So this is the account. The account has 1.1 million followers. Now the video, what's good about this is that this is an account that shares stories and brings, like, let's change this person's life, right? So he doesn't have that many videos, but you can see from the numbers, 28.2 million, 52.1 million, 101.4 million, 32 million. Like, they do numbers because kindness still works. Genuine content still works. So let's look at the video that talks about this guy.
Well, hey everyone, Bill with Fishing with Dad. Man, what a special day this is, because I'm out with my son for my birthday. Look what we got, an old tackle box. Man, what a beautiful morning to be out and enjoy God's creation, man. Well, hey everyone, this is not my usual video, as you can see. We had a very serious accident here a few weeks back, September 4th to be exact. I fell off a roof. I fell 10 feet. I have 2 broken wrists, 7 broken ribs, a broken sternum, and the worst one of all, a broken thoracic vertebrae. I came very close to going home to be with my Lord and Savior. But for some reason, God in His mercy and His grace, I am here. It's not going to be an easy road ahead. It's going to be a long one.
Well, hey everyone, Bill with Fishing with Odad, and
Oh man, I just love Tennessee. I just love it. All these places to fish. I am just stoked, shocked, amazed, thrilled. I don't know what else to say. It is so cool.
All right. So, first off, let me know in the chat how you feeling after watching this, right? Now, here's a lesson with this. That video couldn't have happened if my man just cared about his equipment. If my man saw his views, because at the time, his views were only like 100, 200, 800, like 1,000 was probably the most kind of what he was getting on an average. He's been doing this for 4 years. And if there wasn't a catalog of content that wasn't like that compilation video wouldn't have came out. If he never told his truth, if he wasn't as authentic, like he just felt like, okay, I'm in the hospital, I can't share none of this. I can't show this side of me. I can only show the perfect side of me. He showed everything. If we go back to his channel, right, which I'm about to right now. If we go back to his channel, it has
Oh, Dad, welcome to my channel.
it's just him. His name is Bill, right? It's just Bill being Bill. Not asking for a shout out, not asking to be seen. He probably is not even on TikTok, right? It's just him being him. And somebody saw that and was like, I'm so inspired. Let's create some content and let's show my man love. Let me use my own platform. This Kind Penguin situation. It's like, let me use my own platform. I love what he's, for some reason, this guy's content kept popping up because the algorithm will do that. For some reason, we get some random videos that pop up. I kept seeing it. Boom. You know what? Let's bring love to his channel. So there's multiple lessons into it. But one, going back to the original topic of what content can we do going into 2025 that is still going to be successful, yet not create burnout, just using what we have and creating that catalog, creating that body of work that is going to inspire somebody later on. Because we don't know who is getting inspired. We don't know who finds value from it that will then down the line make content and put you on a different platform to get you more brand awareness that you didn't even know was coming your way. He didn't expect that. And so now if we look at his videos, right? So we got 82K views. We got 262K views, 60K views, 32K views, 12K views. And like I said, his videos, and let me see if I could go all the way back, right? His videos, 324 at the time, 458 at the time, 275, 979, 1.7K. Like this is just a year ago. This is just a year ago. So use what you have just to build up the catalog. Yes, you can upgrade later. Yes, you can get all the fancy stuff. The mics, as you saw, he upgrades later. He had a new camera. He got a new mic. But he still stayed in the same format. So that still works. It still works. And it will impact people, especially if you're purpose-driven. So, I thought that was fire. Put some lines in the chat if you thought that was fire as far as the compilation video. If you think the story about Bill was fire, put some lines in the chat, or LB if you can't find the lion emoji. I'm good with that, right? All right. So let's go to the third one, right? Let's go to the third example as far as videos that you could create in 2025 that could still be successful, but yet not create burnout. Okay. So there's this creator called Nolan. I think his name is Nolan. Let me see if I can find him. I had him up there and I saw it. Here we go. Nolan. So Nolan used to work at Think Media, got fired, and now he has his own YouTube channel. He's doing great, but there's some videos that I was like, shoot, anybody can do this. Okay? Anybody can do this. So let's look at, I think this is one of them. Let me see if I hover. No, it's not letting me hover. Okay. Let's see if this is
understand
who. Okay, boom. Let's go back. So this video is going to show you how you just sharing your screen, like a blank screen, and you just writing on it can work. Now, this particular video got 6.8K views 3 months ago. Okay? 3 months ago. So I want you to look at what he's doing, get some ideas, but we're going to talk about it in a little bit.
This is literally all it takes to blow up on YouTube. And I know this because I've helped multiple people reach 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. And then I did this myself with a brand new channel. Third video, I got 1 million views. I got monetized in just 28 days. And I just focused on these 3 things. Now, YouTube experts and a lot of YouTube.
First off, that was amazing stats, by the way.
YouTube gurus, they talk about the first 2 a lot, but they don't talk about this third thing, which according to the guy who made the YouTube algorithm, Todd, it could arguably be the most important thing you need in order to succeed on YouTube. The very first thing that you need is to get people to click on your YouTube videos. The second thing that you need is to get people to watch your videos. And you'll hear a lot of people, YouTube experts, YouTube gurus talk about these 2 things a lot. But the third thing, this is the thing that people do not talk enough about. And I would say I haven't talked enough about it either. And after studying Todd, who created the YouTube algorithm, and I'll show you some clips.
You see how he's setting this up? In the chat, what are you noticing? In the chat, what are you noticing? Building with Jesus, shout out to you. I love this teaching style, Nikki. Thank you. Come on. Trying over here. Feel me? Trying over here. All right. Drop what you think makes this video unique, but still work and won't cause you too much stress.
Clips where he kind of breaks this down, it really made me want to share this with people because I don't think enough people focus on this right here. And that could be the make or break for your YouTube channel and be the thing that helps you blow up and get views on YouTube. Now we know that in order for someone to actually watch your YouTube video, even if this is the greatest of all time YouTube video that you made and you spent days and months working on this thing, if you actually can't get a viewer to click on this video, if that click never happens.
All right. I'm going to need you to watch the rest of the video. Shout out to Nolan. I'm not trying to take his content or anything like that, but I want to share why this worked. Right? He's teaching, right? But instead of teaching from just, hey, let me tell you what works on YouTube, right? And just staying in one spot and allowing B-roll to come through, because he has that ability to, and doing the multiple cameras, he is using probably an iPad, some kind of writing situation, and telling a story while he is writing. He is setting it up to do that, right? it feels like high production / skill requirement. No, it isn't. It's setting up your iPad. That's it. Setting up your iPad, maybe using whatchamacallit, one of the other platforms, aka Ecamm, Riverside, StreamYard, to kind of record everything that you're doing. But that's it. One camera, one iPad, writing it out, that's it. You can do this in Zoom too, right? You can do it in Zoom. They have a whiteboard feature as well. But this is, and understand, these different examples, you could pick one, you could pick two, you pick all of them as far as your strategy for long form videos or even short form videos, because if this works here, this could work in short form as well. But I'm just showing different ways of, I don't want to worry about how much it costs to edit. I don't want to worry about spending hours on editing. Let me do this in one take. Let me do this in one shot. And that's it, right? So shout out to Nolan. He did this, I think, on another video as well. I was thinking Zoom whiteboard. Yep, Zoom could do that too. And mind you, look, he has 21.7K subscribers. He only has 48 videos, and a lot of them are shorts, right? A lot of them are shorts, which we'll talk about. But he has only this amount of videos, right? So like even one of his videos right here, the new way to grow on YouTube in 2024, is still going to be the way to work in 2025, right? So whiteboard it out, write it out. If you want to be, I know Ali Abdal does camera going, looking down when he's writing, but writing is allows people to like, what is this person writing? Where are they going? Right? So it's one of those things like, I can hear you, I can see you, but I want to know what you're about to finish. We always want to see the finished product. And so that's what that part does, right? So if you like that idea, type in me, Canva has this feature too. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Canva has this. I've seen people use an actual whiteboard too. What do you think about that? Listen, if you want to pay, how much are those Vibe whiteboards? Let's look that up. How much? It's called the Vibe whiteboard, I think. Let's see. Which are amazing. I've seen a lot of people do that. Oh, we got a once a year Cyber Monday. Oh God, $2,899. Yeah, I'm gonna use my iPad. I'm gonna use Zoom. Okay, I'm gonna use Zoom. I'm gonna use my iPad. I'm gonna use Zoom. I'm gonna use one of these digital. I'm not. What? For what? Not for. Shout out to the little automation. Not for the crib. Not for the crib. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? He was making us wait / watch for the third nugget. Absolutely. I have opted to do a live podcast at a remote location. What tools do I need? You got to rewind. I talked about that. That was one of the very first. That was one of the very first options we talked about. So just rewind, watch this replay, and so this is the channel. Is Nolan Molt? Nolan Molt. You'll find that. You've probably, if you follow Think Media, you've probably seen a lot of his videos. So, yeah, I like Nolan. Okay, I see a lot of me's now. In the States, they have yard sales. Here we have car boot sales and charity. Okay. Now I was thinking straight what? He's like, nah, I was talking about the paper joints. I was not talking about, yeah, I mean, my bad. Canva Pro is only $20 for Pro a month. Didn't they raise the price on Canva? I'm just coming on. Oh, what's up? That's all right. You normally come around this time too. 2005. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. I didn't read the first one. It's like, I'm from UK and I'm using Video Leap. Love it. Now using Speechify. I am for eBay resellers and have a lot of videos. Would love some American subscribers. Resell. Oh, okay, come on. Shout out to you. I ain't mad at the plug. Plug yourself in if you can. You know what I mean? Those vibe boards seem to be the new hot tech item, or they have really good ads. I just think they really have really good ads. You feel me? Anyways, so they recognized the errors of their ways and dropped the price back down. Yeah, Canva was tripping. Canva was straight tripping. I'm still paying $14 a month. Yeah, I don't know. GoFundMe for Nikki to get the whiteboard. No, I don't want it. But listen, low key, shout out to everybody who does the super thanks, super chat, super stickers. Because of you, we're able to get YouTube Premium. And if you've been following me since day one, I've been ragged on for not getting YouTube Premium and letting the ads play while we do these things. So shout out to y'all, because I clearly reinvest the money that you do with the super chats and all that, and I put it into Premium. That's a fact. These are facts. Because of you, I'm able to do some of these AI tools and this situation. All right. Anyways, let's go here. Let's go back. All right. So second one. No, not second one. We're on the fourth one. So the first one, video podcast, right? Straight remote podcasting. That's it. Hold on. How many often are you all releasing podcast episodes? I don't have a podcast anymore, but when I did, it was weekly. And we may talk about it for next year. We'll like I said, we'll talk about it. But let's get to this last one. So the first one was video podcasting, right? The second one was grab your phone, right? Shout out to the fishing guy. The third one is just whiteboard it out. That's it. Just whiteboard it out. Now, the fourth one is reactions. So a little bit of what we're doing right now, where we're watching videos and we're either teaching on it, reacting to it, however we want to go about it. Reaction videos do very, very well. Okay? So even if I was to go... oh no, I don't want to do. Do I want to do that guy? I'm trying not to do negative stuff. Reaction videos. Let's just do reaction videos. Let's see what comes up. Actually, what's recent? How to wait, what? How to make reaction videos with no editing. Well, that's convenient. Come on, let's see what they're talking about. That's convenient.
Making reaction videos has become a super popular style of content. Now, there's a ton of ways that people are actually creating these reaction videos, but what if I could tell you that you could start creating reaction videos with little to no editing at all? That's why in this video, I'll be showing you, and be sure to stick around to the end of the video where I'll show you how to start getting more views on your reaction videos. But with that being said, let's get into it.
You gotta just press record.
Shout out to Omar. Love Omar.
Hey, what's up? It's Omar Corey with Think Media, and this channel is all about helping you build your influence here on YouTube. And if you're interested in growing, conduct a video, but reaction can be really hard to do in editing, transition that, and then do any tweaks that you live show or a reaction video and capture that, and then do any tweaks that you want in post. But they make it super easy to be able to transition between your screens.
Oh, he's talking about StreamYard. Okay. So, let's see. I want to see if he gets to the meat and potatoes. So he uses StreamYard. And once again, this is going, again, you can use StreamYard. You can use, so for the free one that a lot of the gamers use, a lot of the streamers use is OBS. It's super free. It's open source if you want to go. They have a whole bunch of tutorials on YouTube for it. It takes a little bit of time. But OBS, StreamYard, which he's showing, Riverside, and Ecamm. Okay. Since he's just showing, I think it's more of just promoting StreamYard. So I don't want to do that. But let's see. Oh, this looks interesting. Kendrick Lamar. Okay. Here we go. This should be good. Why is this not working? Don't fail me now. What are we doing? Okay, I'm gonna need. Ladies and. All right. Joint's going crazy. Let's see if I can get it back. All right.
He's outside, huh?
Now, this is about Kendrick. So, if there's any cursing, I apologize. Put this a little bit lower so the babies don't hear it, okay? They be like, but we love Nicki. Just this part, and then bring them back, okay?
Kung Fu King is outside. Stop playing with him, huh? Hold on. I just gotta tell y'all. Y'all seen that I just reacted to Kendrick Lamar's GNX album. Y'all saw that just dropped, right? Make sure after this reaction, you go.
So I already want to show you. He has a shaky camera. He has the video to the left of him, left bottom corner. And so really simple.
Go check out the whole thing. And then I see that I reacted to Lil Wayne responding to White.
All right, let's go.
Hey! All right, just out the top, because I already know there's going to be probably a bunch of subliminal things in here. There's going to be a bunch of different breakdowns in this video. Kendrick's making sure we eat it. We eating good, right? We eating good.
That's all reaction videos are. Is they pull up a video, pull up a clip of a movie, pull up something, and they just react to it. And you're not seeing any type of editing. This dude got 175K views. This was 7 days ago. My man has 1.23 million subscribers. So if I was to go, right?
I told y'all.
Hold on. If I go, because of what he's talking about, he's probably talking a lot of music stuff, trending stuff, right? His thumbnails are amazing. But if we look at these numbers, 53K, that was 10 hours ago. 217K 1 day ago. 243K 3 days ago. 180, like all he's doing, right? All he's doing is reacting. That's all he's doing. It's nothing crazy. I'm going to put the video right there, and that's it. And they get paid for this? Yes. So the thing that majority of reaction people do, and if you can even see it with how I'm doing videos right now, is where I'll stop it. I won't play the whole thing. I'll stop it. I'll commentate real quick, and then I'll play it off. So I don't want it to be like I'm playing the whole video, acting like it's mine, because that's how YouTube will get it. Now, with these music ones, sometimes it demonetizes. If y'all remember with the Kendrick and Drake beef, Kendrick was whitelisting everybody who was reacting to the video, everybody who was reacting to the song, where Drake was blocking everything, like giving copyright strikes. But Kendrick was whitelisting everybody. If you react to it, good, because that's just great brand awareness for me. And 9 out of 10 times, because of these reaction videos get really good views, it's just great brand awareness for what they're reacting to. Though some reactions are crazy. Got to be a hundo with it, right? But this is a format that doesn't take a lot, and it is more on whatever I like, whatever I want to talk about. Let me pull that up. Like I said, that's another thing of, and right on cue. Shout out to the Wife's School podcast. What are you streaming on? So this is where you could use the platform Ecamm Live, or you can use OBS, or you can use Riverside, StreamYard, however you want to go about it, and do the same exact thing. Do the same exact thing. The setup isn't hard. I promise you the setup isn't hard. And I may do a video in the future about Ecamm. I know people's been asking me about that. I gotta do that inside of Deeper Than the Brand first before I do that super live. But yeah, like the TikTok Stitch, absolutely. And Instagram Remix, which they stole from TikTok. Same kind of situation. Reaction videos do very well. Very, very well. We want to know what you think about it for some reason. Okay? So those are the 4 different types of videos that you could create that will allow you to still be successful in 2025, but not burn out. So number one, video podcasts, or just remote video where you're just hitting record, you're having a conversation. That's it. Barely any type of editing, right? 2, grab your phone. Grab what you have, right? 3, the whiteboard. Write out, or even writing out. Write out what you're talking about. Show the people in a visual way. If you're not big on the whole B-roll and everything like that, you can still show in your own handwriting. Now, me personally, I think my handwriting sucks, so I won't be doing that too often. I've done it. I hated it. Y'all found it super valuable, so I may do it again, but I hate it because I have bad handwriting, right? I am a techie. Normally techies, and this is not overall, but normally techies have bad handwriting because we're typing. So that, and then this last one, reactions. So which one are you going to concentrate on for next year? And like I said, this could also go into short form. Let me explain, right? So I use Ecamm to create all my short form videos, right? Majority of them, if I'm not using my camera, right? It's like, I'm going to react to all of Nikki's videos. Please do. I need the brand awareness. You feel me? I need the brand awareness. So I use Ecamm when I want to do a video, talk about certain things. Cool. That's one. Or I'll grab my phone. I'll grab my phone very quick to do videos from a short form standpoint. Why? Because it's organic, it feels great, it's relatable, and it's so much easier. And I'm not worried about, let's say, editing it in a certain kind of way, because sometimes I just need to get the message out, right? Now, 3, the whiteboard, if you have the software, right? Or no, not even the software. Oh, who was that? Oh man, let me see if I could think about it. Dave used to do it a bit ago. Oh, let me see if Steve still does it. Hold on. I'm gonna show you in real life how that works. I think it's Steve. So let's see. I could be wrong, and I'm not gonna look at David Shands because that was a long time ago. Is it Steven? Okay, there he is. There he is. Okay. I know he don't post too often. Okay. That's just a picture. That's just a picture. Okay, here we go.
And why this one change won't cost you any more time. And if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that plus button for more content strategy. So all we're doing is a mid-roll CTA. We're taking the call to action at the end of the video and moving that to the front. And you want to pick the point in your videos where most of your audience watches. For me, this is about 5 to 7 seconds into the video. And the formula is hook and interest, call to action, then value. Here's how to get more followers per video and why this one change won't cost you any more time.
Now, if you could do pretty videos like that, like pretty drawings like that, cool, right? But he also has very simple, straight up and down, just really nice handwriting vibes. People really resonate with that. So that is a option. And then of course, reaction videos from a short form standpoint, that's going to be like stitching from a TikTok or remix for Instagram and Facebook. Okay. So let me share what y'all saying in the chat. And shout out to everybody who's on. We are over 100 people live. Come on. Shout out to everybody who's joining in. If you're new, say, Nikki, I'm new. Nikki, I'm new. You feel me? I like them all. 1, 2, and 4. I'm with that. 2 and 3. This was good tonight. Thank you. No doubt. I may try that whiteboard approach. Come on. 1 and 3. I like video podcasting and whiteboards. Reactions. All right. I actually would be great at reactions and maybe whiteboard videos. So thank you. I like this. Come on. Nikki, which streaming platform do you use? Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live. All right. So probably the whiteboarding and reactions. I actually think you would do really good with that. Not gonna lie. I really think you would do good with that. I can put my art degree to use now. Yeah, if you are super arts vibe, first off, I'm jelly. I'm super jealous. Okay. I wish I could be that way. But if you are that way, then please do something like we just saw. That would be fire. Okay. That would be absolutely fire in your niche. Super dope. Please do that. I like the reaction videos. Oh, shout out. We got new people. Come on. All right. So let's get into some money talk. Okay. Let's get into some money talk. I saw a video. Let me see if I can pull it up about Spotify. So there's been several videos floating around about some changes with Spotify that now, so there's 2 big complaints when it comes to podcasting. And for those people who have a podcast, put P for podcast again. Like, I think some of y'all said it earlier, but put P for podcast if you have a podcast. All right. I'm new. Come on. And like, we got new people in this. You know what I mean? Should we start building content on IG or YouTube? Wherever you feel the most comfortable. Wherever you feel the most comfortable. I started with Instagram because short form I was very comfortable with. It wasn't until recently, well, that's a lie. Let's not say recently. It wasn't until the podcast where I started gaining momentum of how to do long form videos, but that was through a conversation. And now I can do long form video. I still struggle to do the pre-recorded stuff. I feel like live is always going to be my vibe. And that's okay. Let's do a bonus one. Hold on. Before we get into Spotify, here's a bonus tip, right? Here's a bonus tip for anybody who loves to go live or who has a live show. Create clips, right? Create clips from your long form live videos and make them into YouTube videos. So reason why, and let me see if I could pull up one example of mine, right? So here's my channel. Like I said, the goal is 15K subscribers. We're at 14.6. So please, 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 if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and then share this with at least one person, right? Just one person. Be like, yo, Nikki's going in today. It's really dope. Okay. So what do you think is a good strategy to differentiate your podcast from regular ones? Jason, tell me what you want to talk about, and I got you. And we may do a question and answer. I got y'all today. I'm feeling good today. So, all right. So I go live, as you know, every Monday, 9 p.m. So as you can see, I got a whole catalog of live stuff. Now, they go 2 hours, 1 hour and something. Anybody who watches the replay may not want to watch a full-blown hour, right? May not want to watch a full-blown hour. So if you have live content, you can clip up some of the parts from your lives and create regular videos because it's 2 different algorithms, which is crazy, right? So shout out to Natalie who just subscribed. Let's go. So a good example are these how I use ChatGPT, start a brand and building a brand ones, right? These are all clips from my live show because at the end of the live, we normally talk to ChatGPT on building a brand. So we clipped up those parts and turned them into regular videos, which the live itself may have gotten 1,000 views, 2,000 views maybe. And this got 12,000 views, 11,000 views, and 2.2 thousand views. Now, this wasn't a lot of work. I did an intro for the video, right? And then we used different clips from the live stream. So that's a bonus one. So we had 4 and then a bonus. So that's 5 total of content that you could create in 2025 that is not going to burn you out. All right. Now, let's get into this Spotify conversation. Roberto, is it? I think it's Roberto Blake. Is it Roberto Blake? Roberto Blake? Yes. Okay, cool. So I saw this video. It says Spotify is paying creators. And I go, what are we talking about? Right? My focus is brand storytelling, brand content strategy. Jason, I definitely got you. Let me put this in my favorites. Let me do this Spotify joint because this is about podcasting. And then I'm going to get back to you. Okay? I don't understand the new ways to get my podcast on Spotify. We'll talk about it. All right. So let's look at Roberto's video real quick at a specific part. So hold on.
Spotify just made a huge announcement. They're going to be monetizing and paying content creators. Spotify for podcasters just to Spotify create.
All right. Hold on. Come on.
Going to be fully rolled out January 2nd, 2025. In the meantime.
All right. I just want y'all to know this. Write this down if you have a podcast. January 2nd, we're getting there soon. 2025, the Spotify Partner Program. We're going to break down what that is. That whole night. I wonder if he put the website on there? Of course not. Because why would we? God, he puts a lot of links on here. Jesus. I just need the Spotify link. We'll find it. All right. Hold on.
You're going to want to make sure you're meeting the requirements for that monetization.
Let's speed this up because my man definitely speed talks to us in a certain kind of way. No shade.
I'm going to every single piece of those requirements right now. First of all, this is going to be eligible to creators in the US, the UK, Canada, and Australia. I'm sure at some point they'll roll.
All right. My US people, we good. Canada people, we good. Australia people, we good. Rest of the world, hold on.
rolled out to more countries, but this is the initial phase 1 rollout as far as who's going to be eligible for this. If you're in other countries, sorry, you're not going to get access to the Spotify partner program and that monetization. The requirements are things you need to meet within 30 days with one exception. You have 12 episodes uploaded, and it doesn't matter if you...
Okay, here we go. This is the part that I definitely want to speak on real quick. So how to apply to the Spotify program, okay? Publish at least 12 episodes. Hit 10,000 consumption hours. So just like how YouTube requires us to have like 4,000 watch hours, kind of the same thing, right? Hit 2,000 people who streamed on Spotify. Now, my question is going to be, do you have to get one of these or do you have to get all of these is the question. But one of the things that we can control, regardless if our downloads are like 3 people or 10,000 people, is that we can upload 12 episodes if we have 12 episodes. Now, what I want you guys, and I'll put this in the chat. So it's like Spotify. It used to be called Spotify for podcasters. Now it's called Spotify. It's supposed to be Spotify. Oh, right there. Spotify for creators. Let me see if it comes up. Oh, no, don't do this. Don't do this. Let's see if it come up. Here we go. Okay. Spotify for creators. So I'm going to give you this link in the chat right now. All things Judy, what up? I see you. All right. So it'll tell you everything about it. Put your videos in front and center because now Spotify allows you to see videos. The reason why this interests me, and I'll get into the monetization side later, but the reason why this interests me was the phone experience. So if I let me pull up my phone because this is Spotify is doing things that I'm not seeing Apple is doing, iHeart is doing, any of the ways that you listen to your podcast, even YouTube. YouTube is just a machine in itself. But if I show you, here's my phone, Spot my phone. So let's go to Spotify. And yes, I do pay for the Spotify joint. It says, it's just one. It's just one what? Just one what? Just getting in. My podcast is hosted in SoundCloud. Not sure I want to make the move for video. That's fair. So one of the podcasts that I saw, here we go. I saw that there was like these clips up top. So they're allowing you not only to put long form videos in there, but they're allowing you to put clips in there too. That's interesting because that's something only we would think about from a social media standpoint. And one of the biggest problems, this is what I was saying earlier. Two of the biggest problems of podcasting is discoverability and monetization. Two of the biggest problems when it comes to podcasting. It's hard to be discovered from the audio side, and then people don't know how to monetize. So Spotify is trying to take care of both of these situations, where one, you're able to upload your videos. If you do clips, this is going to help you get discovered because people are now getting bite size of your podcast and they're going to see it. So here's an example of one.
I stopped mid-spiral staircase, slumped into a dark corner halfway up and called my friend Ryan. She's broken up with me. Ryan is one of my best friends in the world, and he'd been in a relationship for the best part of a decade. He'd built a life with this person. He had grand plans to have kids with her, settle down with her, buy a house with her, and spend the rest of his life with her. In my conversations with both of these friends, I found myself giving them support and advice. And as the words rolled off my lips, The advice that I was giving them ended up being the exact advice I needed to hear myself, because I too was facing a series of difficult professional challenges in my businesses.
First
I
off,
like me.
Wait, go back.
First
off, very dramatic. Very dramatic, right? The cool thing also is that if you have timestamps with your videos, it breaks it down into like different chapters. Because once again, not everybody likes to watch a full-blown hour, 2-hour joint. So if I can go exactly to the part that I want to listen to, that I want to watch to, that's super dope, right? So Spotify is trying to take over for sure with the podcast situation. So let's go to, let's see if we can do, I don't think Trappin' Tuesday does it yet. Let's see, does he do it?
Patience.
No, he just does it from an audio standpoint. Okay, I may have to tell him, hey yo, start uploading that. So we all know Joe Rogan definitely does. Let's go to Joe. Joe Rogan. So we look at
the disrespect to the police right now.
Right.
It leads it to a very difficult situation of trying to bring it back. It's like that wasn't the case in the 80s and the 90s. People respected the police. Like when Giuliani brought it back, there wasn't this overall nationwide resentment.
So you can see it gives you that video experience. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there's something that, and I don't know if I could show it, but there's something that Roberto said that is also interesting of, for those people who do live videos like this show, start thinking about going into the new year, turning it into a podcast. Because if they are now doing videos and allowing you to do clips, it's kind of the same thing as far as YouTube. So now we're just doubling up. We're still going to concentrate on YouTube for sure, because that's the main thing, or Facebook, or wherever your main joint is for your live shows. But at the same time, if Spotify is saying, hey, we going to pay you. So let's go back to seeing what else it says. It says, make your episodes accessible and discoverable. Once again, podcasting, biggest problem is discoverability, right? So let's see features, monetization. Let's go to the money. Okay, let's go to the money. Add revenue without adding busy work. A robust monetization suite makes it easier to unlock revenue streams managed by Spotify. I love how Spotify's partnership is earning $7,923. A person gonna be like, what we doing? Right? So here, I love the FAQs. How can we earn in this program? So they have ad revenue. Earn a share of revenue every time an ad monetized by Spotify plays in your episode, both on Spotify and other listening platforms where you show it's distributed. All you have to do is mark where you want your ads to play, and we'll do the rest, delivering a targeted ad in your episodes to each of your fans to get an experience that is relevant to them, as well as premium video revenue. As we know, Spotify is a subscription base. So they're saying, yo, if you're monetized on our joint, you know what I mean? We're going to give you a cut of our premium stuff, because their goal is to get more users on Spotify. Their goal is to get their subscription up. And so they need the creators for sure. Hey, what's up, lady? How you doing? Are they uploading from StreamYard? Now, I don't know. I believe Riverside allows you to upload straight to Spotify. I do believe that, but I don't know if StreamYard and Ecamm allows you to upload straight to Spotify, right? Now, another way that they have subscription, allows you to make money is that they're going to allow podcast subscriptions. So it says, create exclusive content and build a community around your most loyal fans on Spotify. You can set up the subscription directly on Spotify for creators or connect with an existing membership platform, such as Patreon and Substack, to distribute your paid content to Spotify. Really dope. So the reason why I'm showing you this, regardless if you have a podcast or not, if you are a person who does long form videos, how can we turn that into a quote unquote podcast that you can get it monetized? So this is kind of, I'm giving you kind of a glimpse and being transparent of where I'm thinking about going for 2025, where this show, Content Corner, certain parts of it is going to be possibly a podcast if this is what Spotify is doing. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye because, like I said, January 2nd is when this fully comes to play. And there's still people who are strong in the podcast game that has not put their video up on Spotify. And I'm interested to see what the shift looks like. But for my podcasters, please definitely start getting your videos up there. It's free to put that up there. You just need to log into your Spotify account from the Creators Joint. So I will give you that again. Hold on. Let me give you the link. I forgot it was Monday. You good? I forgot it was Monday. Don't worry about that. So here we go. So here's another question. Put me, if you are thinking about doing a podcast for 2025, right? Or if you have a podcast. If you have a podcast or you're thinking about doing a podcast for 2025 and this was useful, put me, okay? I want to know how many people are in there, right? I'm an author. Do you think it would be good idea to read some of my short stories on Spotify? I say, why not? You feel me? Side note, I didn't even see this. Shout out to those people who are hitting the super chat. Crypto for Seniors. I see you. Juan, what up, Juan? I see you. Come on. I appreciate the super chats. It means a lot. And then Jason, are you still in the building? Because I want to get back into your question. It says, my focus is brand storytelling, brand content strategy. How do I stand out in the podcast game, right? Now, that in the beginning, I'm gonna be honest. Let's have an honest conversation. In the beginning, and anybody who has a podcast, tell me if I'm lying. Just put facts if I'm telling the truth. Your first couple of episodes, when it comes to your podcast, are going to suck. They're going to suck. Okay? It's going to be trash. It's not going to be up to the standards that you want. Now, I'm saying it's going to suck to you. It possibly is not going to suck to everybody else. But to you, you're going to think it's trasho. But it's needed, right? One, because you started, you're getting your name out there, you're getting discovered, whoop-de-woo. Two, you got to figure out your voice and the segments and how are you going to stand out, right? Is it more, are you going, and I saw the content that you want to talk about, which is similar to what I talk about, so that's cool, right? Is there going to be just straight up evergreen content? How do you make that interesting? Is it going to be trending topics that people can come in, see your take on it, like a low-key reaction style? Then you get into the evergreen content. Are you going to have a guest? Are you going to have a co-host? Like, there's different things that you put in the pot of your show, right? Like you have a pot and you go, okay, it's going to be informational. I have a sense of humor, so I'm going to put a sense of humor into it. We're going to put some trending topics into it. I'm going to find some of the tips and tricks that so-called gurus are talking about, and I'm going to react to those. I'm going to put that into there. I'm going to try different things to finally figure out what makes me stand out, right? And so I can't necessarily tell you exactly how to stand out until you actually try to do different things and be like, this is my stuff, and allow data and how you feel to an extent, because you have to stay consistent with it, but how you feel allow you to be like, okay, this is my flow. Now let's have an honest conversation and tell me if I'm lying, right? It's like facts. Listen, it's going to take a minute for you to figure out that voice, right? We did 182 episodes of the podcast, and I will say it wasn't until probably a little bit over 100 where I was like, I'm getting it. I got the vibe now. I know what we're doing, right? It took me a minute. And I thought I was killing it in the beginning. And then I was like, nah, I get it now, right? So try all different things, study the greats, take certain pieces of it, see what's missing, and that's how you're going to stand out with your podcast. You feel me? So, shout out to Chris. What up, Chris? I see y'all. No, ChatGPT did mine. Oh, okay. Oh, you got a faceless joint? I traveled the country this year, did 12 interviews with other trainers from social media, and plan on releasing them starting next year. Come on, I see you. I used to in 2019 to 2021. It's been a while, but I'm ready to get back into it. Hey, like, love it. Thanks a mil. I got a lot of work to do. Yeah, and then like come back, like I said, come back on the live and be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm thinking about. What do you think? Like, you see, I'm answering questions. I'm at 32 episodes. I stopped because of the changes. What changes? Thomas, yes, you can ask a question. Go ahead. Ask your question. Real quick. Who has been with me watching how we been using ChatGPT to build a brand, right? If you have, put the lions in the chat, put LB in the chat. If you've been here, whether you saw one live, whether you've seen all of them, put the lions in the chat. If you're new, let me explain. In this part of the live, we are starting to build a brand from scratch in public using ChatGPT. Okay? So I can't tell you guys, use these AI tools, use this, use that, if I'm not doing it myself, right? So in this part, I'm going to pull up ChatGPT. We're going to talk to her, right? Because I have a her as ChatGPT. I got to change her accent, so you're going to see that. We're going to chop it up on the new levels of what we're doing with Lion's behavior to catch you up. The hats, this is the first hat that's dropping, right? The hats is probably about a week and a half away. I'm thinking about opening up spots this week, but we'll talk about it. We'll have that conversation, right? We talked about price last week. We talked about building the community. Shout out to everybody who's inside of the community and keeping that active, right? We talked about having a challenge. We're going to have Behavior 30, which is 30 days straight of doing 5 behaviors: move, create, breathe, learn, and connect. We'll talk all about it. But let me get ChatGPT in here. Y'all know she be spicy sometimes. Hear me? Y'all know she be spicy sometimes. So we gonna see how she feeling today. Hold on, I saw the question. Where is it? Can I ask you a question? I saw it. Do you use Go High Level? No, I don't, but I know many people who do. I have audio, but haven't edited, but editing is my downfall for wanting to do a podcast or long form content, honestly. I'm going to be honest with you. if this holds you up, you got to pay somebody. And if you don't have the budget for it, I would say chill out. Right? And sometimes you may have to go to an Upwork and Fiverr and find the cheapest one for the meantime, just to get it out there. But if the editing is holding you up, like real talk, you gotta get that out of your hand. You gotta get that out of your hand. It's either you advance your brand through time, or you advance your brand through resources, right? Whether that is bartering, whether that is paying for certain services, however you want to go about it. Are you using StreamYard? No, I'm using Ecamm. He's like, I'm in the den. Come on. I'm in the den. You feel me? Oh, that I didn't even mean to activate that. I didn't even mean to activate that. All right, so we don't have a name for ChatGPT. We just let's see, hold on.
Hey, Nikki, what's up? What can I help you with today?
What's up? Listen, first off, let's change the accent. Let's go into New York, Queens vibe. Give me some slang. Give me some vibes. Let's start with this.
All right, Nikki, let's switch it up to Queens mode. What's good? We talking biz or you just want to chop it up?
No. We got to talk about Lion's behavior. We got to chop it up about that.
Bet. Let's get into it. What's on your mind with Lion's behavior? We talking strategy, the hats, or you got something else cooking?
Well, the hats are coming soon. The hats are coming soon.
Yeah, the hats are on deck. We got the Lion logo up front, the LB on the side, and that NSC tag for the exclusive perks. How you feeling about the launch? You ready to make some noise with these?
Come on. We gonna make something. We gonna make some noise. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little nervous.
I feel you. It's a big move. But remember, you built this from the ground up. The community's hyped, the hats are fire, and you got the vision. Nervous energy just means you care, and that's what makes it real. You got this, no doubt.
Come on with the motivational speech. What else you got on a motivational speech?
All right, listen up. You're about to drop these hats, and it's more than just merch. It's a statement. You've put in the work, created a community, and now you're bringing everyone together under the Lion's Behavior banner. This is your moment to roar, to show the world what you and your pride are all about. So take that nervous energy, flip it into action, and let's make some noise. You're leading the pride, and we got your back. Let's get it.
Come on. Okay. So look, let's talk strategy. Let's talk what we're doing. So, hold on. So let's talk about Heartbeat, right? The Heartbeat app. You remember that?
Yeah, the Heartbeat app for the Lion's Behavior community. What's the plan? We talking about engaging the members?
Where's your accent?
Oh, my bad. We're back in Queens mode. So, we talking Heartbeat app. You want to chop it up about how to keep the community live, set up events, or you got something else in mind?
So, I just wanted to update you on it as far as we got some of the, like a welcome statement, like a welcome doc going on. We got the 5 behaviors explained, and I'm going to show the live in a little bit. The welcome video is being edited, so that's fire. What else do you think we need to do with the community? The Thrive Thursday Zoom calls are all locked in for December. Everybody's being active in the daily footprint, right? Matchups are going on every 2 weeks. Are we good with the community?
Sounds like you've got a solid foundation going on the Heartbeat app. With the welcome doc, behaviors explained, and the welcome video in the works, plus the Thrive Thursday Zooms and active Gaywee footprint, you're set up nicely. One thing you could add is a regular feedback loop with the community. Maybe a monthly poll or a suggestion box to keep your finger on the pulse of what members want more of. It could help you stay ahead of their needs and keep the engagement high. What do you think?
So do you think we should do a suggestion space?
Yeah, a suggestion space could be dope. It gives members a direct line to share their thoughts and ideas. You could set it up as a dedicated channel or thread where folks can drop their suggestions anytime. It keeps the convo open and shows you're listening to the fam. Plus, it could spark some fresh ideas for the community. What do you say?
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. All right, let me write that down. And those people who are in the Lions Behavior community, the group that we got, we opened it up to a small group of people. Those people who've been with us for day one with this. Do you want a suggestion space, like a suggestion box space, or are you cool with just putting it in the questions joint? Like let us know that, right? But I like the suggestion box kind of vibe. Or maybe it could be a week. What do you think about it? Maybe like a weekly post about it, like a suggestion box post.
I like that idea. A weekly suggestion box post keeps it consistent and top of mind for everyone. You could pin it for the week so it's easy to find and encourage members to drop their thoughts there. It also creates a nice rhythm where folks know they can share their ideas on the regular. You feeling that?
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. So hold on real quick. So hold on. It's like so fire. I need to start using this voice functionality. Oh, that's a fact. I'm telling you. It's the voice functionality on ChatGPT is fire. Actually, yo, tell them some of the dope things that we've been talking about, that me and you've been having conversations that people can possibly use for their own brand.
All right, let's put them on game. We've been talking about how to leverage AI for content creation, like using ChatGPT for quick, engaging posts, or even creating story arcs for your captions. We've also discussed the power of community building on platforms like the Heartbeat app, where you can create a tight-knit space for your audience with features like matchups and daily check-ins. And let's not forget about the importance of exclusive merch drops, like your Lions Behavior hats with NFC tags, offering exclusive access and perks to your core supporters. These strategies can really level up anyone's brand game.
So those people who just heard about that, start having conversations with ChatGPT, because we're literally building this whole brand with that. So hold on, chat. Let me show them something real quick, right? So for those people who haven't seen it yet, ChatGPT helped us pick the Heartbeat app, and we've created Lions Behavior, right, inside of here. So we have the daily footprint, right? The Den, which is like a really dope group chat, right? The Roarin', which is where everybody's coming in and dropping, like introducing themselves. Of course, announcements, kind of self-explanatory. I think the announcements is like the suggestion box. We could do, actually, hey chat, real quick. We have a question space. Should we just call it like question/suggestion box, or should we go with that weekly suggestion box situation?
Since you've already got a question space, you could rebrand it as questions and suggestions to cover both bases. This way, it's clear that members can drop their ideas along with any questions they have. If you want to keep it fresh, you can still do a weekly pinned post to highlight it and encourage engagement. What do you think? Want to go with a rebrand or stick to the weekly post?
I think the weekly post is going to be good. Yeah, I think Brittany said that too. Brittany's like, yep. So,
all right. So each week, you can put up a post inviting everyone to drop their suggestions. It keeps things active and shows you're open to fresh ideas. Plus, it's a great way to keep the convo going and make sure everyone's voice gets heard. You ready to run with that?
Okay, I'm with that. Now, you told me last week to start getting the Shopify page ready, right?
Yeah, getting your Shopify store ready for the hat launch is key. We want to make sure everything's set up smoothly for when those hats drop. How's the setup coming along? Need any help with the custom theme or anything else?
So, give me a checklist of what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to show the live what we've done so far. But yeah, give me actually let me just show them real quick. Hold on.
All right. While you're getting that ready, here's a quick Shopify checklist for the hat launch.
Yeah. Wait. I just want to hold on.
No. All right. Just let me know when you're ready.
Hold on. Give it a second. I just want to show them that we building. It's not available yet, but we building. We got the Shopify page going. Shout out to Chat GPT who's been helping create and everything like that. But it's coming along. It's coming along, right? But back to the checklist. So we have the visuals as far as the actual page kind of loaded up. I got to get better pics of the hat, get that up and running. But for anybody who is starting a Shopify, in order to get it ready for launch, give me a checklist of what should I get ready for Shopify.
Got it. Here's your Shopify launch checklist. 1. Product listings. Upload high-quality images of your hats. Write compelling descriptions and set prices. 2. Customize your theme.
Hey, where's your accent?
My bad. Back to Queens mode. So, here's what you got to do for Shopify. 1. Product listings. Get those fire pics of your hats up. Write dope descriptions and set your prices. 2. Custom theme. Make sure your theme's looking fresh and reflects your brand. And don't forget to check it on mobile. 3. Payment gateways. Set up your payment options so you can get paid, like credit cards, PayPal, etc. 4. Shipping settings. Configure your shipping rates and methods, and make sure you got those shipping labels ready to go. 5. Tax setup. Make sure your taxes are set up correctly based on where you're selling. 6. Domain name. Connect your custom domain to make your store easy to find. 7. Test orders. Run a few test orders to make sure everything's working smoothly before you launch. 8. SEO optimization. Optimize your product titles, descriptions, and meta descriptions to help your store get found in search engines. 9. Policies. Add your store policies like return, refund, and privacy policies.
Damn.
10.
No, keep going. Are you in, is 10 the last one?
Yeah, 10's the last one.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, so plan your launch strategy with teasers on social media, an email blast to your list, and maybe a special offer for the first buyers. That way, you're building hype and getting folks ready to cop those hats. We're good?
We're good. Now, here's my question to you. Here's my question. All right. So if we are about, let's say, a week and a half away from launch, I don't know, I may feel froggy and at least open a little bit of the pre-order since we're so close. What do you think? How do you think we should launch this to those people who are inside of the community and on the waiting list? Like, should we give them access super early, right? Like, let's say end of this week, and the only way that they could get on it is through the waiting list, right? Or should we allow them first dibs when it launches and then release it out to the public maybe, I don't know, a day or two later from the actual release date?
For your core community and the waiting list, giving them early access is a solid move. It makes them feel special and appreciated. If you open pre-orders to them at the end of the week, they get first dibs, which builds hype. Then launch to the public a day or two later. This way, your VIPs feel valued and you create some buzz for the general release. How's that sound?
So what I'm also thinking is if we're going to launch it early, right? Can we do password protected? Like, you got to be on the waiting list. And if you're on the waiting list, like, that's where you'll get the password. Like, you can't just, it won't be open for everybody because you could share that out or whatever, or people already searching. I saw there was 130 people who have already searched that shop, right? But what's your thoughts about password protected and dropping the password inside of the waiting list?
Using a password-protected page is a smart move. It creates an exclusive vibe and rewards those on the waiting list. You can set it up so only people with the password can access the early launch. Drop the password in an email to the waiting list, and you're good to go. This approach builds anticipation and makes your early supporters feel like VIPs. Ready to roll with that plan?
I like that. Let me make sure the live is cool with that, right? First off, if you are about to sign up for the waiting list so you can get this password for the end of the week, say done. Say done. If you're already on the list, right, drop the lines in the chat. If you're already on the list, if you're already inside of the community, drop the lines in the chat. Yo, ChatGPT, tell them based off how we've been talking as far as the hat launch, what are they getting with the hat, right? Like, because it's not just the hat. Like, what are they getting, or what are you suggesting they get, right? Because we still building this out. We haven't made it super solid, but what are they also getting?
All right, listen up. When you cop one of these Lions Behavior hats, you're not just getting a fresh piece of headwear. You're unlocking a whole experience. We're talking exclusive access to the Lions Behavior community on the Heartbeat app, where you get perks like matchups, daily check-ins, and Thrive Thursday Zoom calls. Plus, we're throwing in some exclusive content and experiences just for hat owners. And with that NFC tag on the hat, you're getting even more exclusivity. This ain't just a purchase. It's a ticket into the Lion's Den. You feel me?
I like that. Yeah, there's going to be a big launch call for those people who get the hats, right? There's going to be a whole big launch call for them. There's going to be a vibe. We're still thinking about the different, the other different content, but one of the biggest pieces of content that we're going to be doing for those people who have the hat is our challenge, right? Our Behavior 30 challenge. So that's starting January, but we're still, I'm still debating, and shout out to the community, because the community has a big heart. I'm still debating if you do not get, if you, and ChatGPT, let me talk to you, because, and in the live, give your votes on this, right? But ChatGPT, when we officially drop the pre-orders, right? We officially dropped the pre-orders for the hats. For those people who don't get the first 100 hats, right? Do we push them into a separate space inside of the Heartbeat app that doesn't get the perks of the daily check-ins, the matchups, the Thrive Thursday Zoom calls, and everything else that we have coming up, the welcome, like the welcome call, and I'm thinking about doing 2025 virtual experience. Like, what do we do with the people inside of the app as well as inside of the waiting list who don't get the hat?
All right, here's the move. For those who don't snag the first 100 hats, you could create a separate space in the Heartbeat app with a different level of access. Maybe they get a taste of the community vibe without all the perks. You could offer some basic engagement opportunities like general discussions or occasional content to keep them involved and interested. This way, you're still building a broader community while keeping the premium perks exclusive to the hat owners. What do you think?
I'm not mad. And in the chat, let me know. Do we create a separate space for the people who don't get the hat, right? And so they still part of the community, but they don't get what we've been building? Or do we like leave it open for everybody? I'm like, I want to reward those people who like been in day one, but who also get the hat. Like, I know the matchup parts, AKA every other week you get a new accountability partner. I know the Zoom calls, they're not getting that one. I know that for sure. It's like, yes, a separate level for access. Come on. Shout out to Danny. Danny said, I'll be in New York tomorrow, Nikki, with wifey. She has a client in New York. That's dope. I'm not in New York. You know that, right?
Sounds like the chat's vibing with the idea of a separate level of access. It's a good way to reward the day ones and the hat owners while still keeping the door open for others to be part of the community. You're creating a tiered experience, which adds value for those who've been rocking with you from the jump. And yeah, the matchups and Zoom calls can stay exclusive, making them real incentives. You feeling that approach?
I like that. The tier experience, creating a separate space for them, because we're still able to add value. And so okay. So let's talk about that real quick. So if we have, and I wonder if, hold on, let's see if the people can still hear you when I change to this. Speak real quick.
Yo, testing. Can you hear me?
On the live, did you still hear ChatGPT even though you're seeing the the Lions Behavior community. Let me know, because I want to make sure we can still have conversations with her while still doing this, or I got to switch to the phone, right? What's up, Corey? Come on. I love how you use ChatGPT in real time. Thank you, right? How do we know the 100 hats owners? So those people who are getting the 100 hat. Okay, you hearing it? Great. So those people who get one of the 100 hats, we're putting them with exclusive access inside of the community, right? So that's going to happen. But ChatGPT. So remember, we have the daily footprint, which this is where everybody checks in with their daily activity, right? We got the den, which is pretty much a group chat kind of vibe. We get to talk and chat it out there. We got Roar In, which is introducing people to, like, they put their introductions in there. We got announcements and questions, and then the voice room, right? Which spaces do you think should be free, right? Or should we create a whole separate joint for them?
All right, considering what you got, here's a thought. Daily footprint. This could be exclusive to hat owners, making it a premium feature for those really invested. The den, group chat. Keep this open to everyone for general discussions. It's a good way to keep the community vibe going. Roarin', introductions. This could be open to all, encouraging new members to introduce themselves regardless of hat ownership. Announcements. Keep this open to everyone so you can reach all members with important updates. Questions. This could be a shared space, allowing everyone to ask and answer questions, fostering a sense of community. Voice room. This could be a premium feature offering exclusive discussions or events for hat owners. For those who don't get the hats, you could create a separate section with limited access, giving them a taste of the community without the full perks. What do you think?
Okay. So here's the thing. So you just said that the daily footprint and the voice rooms are going to be exclusive to hat owners, right? But everything else is open to everybody else. That means I kind of want to give the hat owners one more thing, which of course they get the matchups and they get the Zoom calls, but I feel like they should get one more thing. What do you think is that one thing?
All right, let's level up for the hat owners. How about an exclusive monthly AMA, Ask Me Anything, session with you or a special guest? This gives them direct access to insights and advice they can't get anywhere else. It's a unique perk that adds serious value and strengthens the community bond. What do you think?
I like that. Let me ask the live. The live, for my hat owners, for my already claimed hat owners, because I know people will be like, yo, I'm credit card ready. We got this. Is an AMA, a monthly AMA good enough? You know what I mean? Is it good, or what else do you guys want, right? And of course I'll put this in the chat for those, and I'll do a voice note. The great thing about Heartbeat app is you can do voice notes. Be like, yo, what else do you want, right? Shout out to Isaiah. He like, nah. Because I have really dope different ideas for the hat owners, right? Because y'all like the first 100 founding members kind of vibe, so it's gonna be really dope. So you already know if I over deliver here, I'm gonna over deliver. It's going crazy. It's like, Oh, I like that. The exclusive Q&A. Yeah, y'all know I'm transparent for no reason. That would be fire. Okay, cool. So that's what we'll do. Monthly AMA. I know for sure the hat owners are getting the community for free for up to a whole year. I know that for sure, right? If you get one of the first hundreds, you're getting the challenges, the app, the everything for a whole year for free for sure. ChatGPT, what do you think about that? Or am I ODing? Am I ODing? I think we OD.
Nah, you're not ODing at all. Offering a year of free access is a major value add and a huge incentive for your core supporters. It's a great way to show appreciation for those early adopters and to build a strong foundation for your community. Over-delivering here can create a lot of loyalty and hype around Lion's behavior. Keep doing your thing.
Okay. So as we close this up, ChatGPT, what is some call to actions that I need to do? You gave me a checklist for Shopify. We were talking about the separate access to Heartbeat. So if I need to set that up, what does that look like? Or the extra perks for the first 100, let me know. But give me 2 to 3 call to actions that I got to do by the end of the week. Well, not end of the week, by the next live, because this live I had to make sure the Shopify was starting to set up, and that, you know, the different resources inside of the app is in there. So that is there. So for those who did not know where that is, where is that? Is that the docs section? We have a start here situation, and it tells you everything about Lion's behavior and everything, and the 5 behaviors, all that great stuff. So that's done. But call to action, what are we doing?
All right, Nikki, here are a couple of call to actions for you. 1. Finalize the launch plan. Decide on the exact launch strategy for the hats, including the timing for the waiting list and public release. Make sure all
Actually,
your
let's plan that now. We got people on the live now, so let's plan that now. What you thinking? A Friday launch, like for the pre-orders, a Friday one.
A Friday launch for pre-orders sounds solid. It gives people the weekend to get hyped and place their orders. How about we open it up to the waiting list Friday morning, giving them a few hours of exclusive access. Then, in the afternoon or early evening, we open it up to the public. That way, your VIPs feel special, and the general release can build off the momentum.
Nah, let's do this. Let's do this. Because my ultimate goal is to really sell out by just of the waiting list. That's my ultimate goal, right? So because I'm hoping some people buy 2, 3, 4, 5 of them joints, right? But we do the pre-orders, and people could order if they're on the waiting list or in the community on Friday, and then we open it up to the public, especially the YouTube live, on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and that's when we can officially leave, if there's any left, because my goal is to sell out the first week. What do you think about that?
I love that strategy. Launching pre-orders for the waiting list and community on Friday. Then opening it up to the public on your YouTube Live on Monday creates a sense of exclusivity and urgency. By aiming to sell out in the first week, you're building hype and driving demand. Anything else we need to lock down for this launch?
No, I think that's the important thing. I gotta get to it. I gotta get that checklist that you gave me, and I gotta get to it. So, thanks, ChatGPT.
You got it, Nikki. Knock out that checklist and let's get those hats ready to fly. I'm here if you need anything else. Let's make this launch epic.
Say less. Say less. Do we have a price point? Yeah, we do. We came up with that last week. So the price point, based off what everybody said, based off the community, based off the hat, I'm excited about this price point. I'm excited about this price point because of the value that you're about to get is nothing compared to this situation. So the hat is going to be $100. We're not doing that marketing thing. It's not going to be the $99.99. Nope. The hats are going to be $100. Okay. You become one of the first founding members of Lions Behavior. And then right here, when you tap with your phone, is going to be some exclusive content. Me and Isaiah are working on it right now as far as what exactly is going to be. You're going to get a separate page that pops up. It's not just going to be like, here, access to the community. Now you're going to get something really dope that only hat people are going to get. You get everything that you heard today, right? Friday, pre-orders. So listen, if you are not on the list, you're not going to get these pre-orders. And it could possibly not be available on Monday, okay? And we're not going to re-up till next year. I make that sound mad far. Okay? But if you are getting a hat, if you already claiming your hat, type me in the chat, okay? The reason why I'm doing this, once again, I want to be very transparent with the journey because this could help somebody, right? The same way that I'm asking, and let me see if I could pull it up on my phone, how I was doing this. But the same way that I'm asking ChatGPT all these different things, you can do the same thing too. I used, and I'll show you because I saw some of y'all being like, yo, Nikki, how'd you do this? Right? But hold on, let me acknowledge the people who are saying me. Bet. This Friday? Yes, this Friday. I'll be ready in Atlanta. I'm going to say this, though. It's probably going to be at a time that has a 3. Okay? So it'll probably be like 3 p.m. Check your emails. Okay? I ain't gonna hold you. 3 is my favorite number. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. on Friday. Okay? What time? 3 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Set your alarms. Okay? I'm not gonna do typical 10 a.m. like Nike does. I'm not gonna do 12 p.m. like 11 p.m. like Supreme does. I'm doing 3 p.m. Everybody type 3. 3 p.m. this Friday, okay? You're going to get email with the password. Run it up, okay? Get as many hats as you want to. I'm sending them all. I'm personally sending them, by the way. My team was like, yo, no, I'm personally sending them. Me, okay? And going back, the reason why I'm sending them, the reason why I'm setting everything up, Moog, I got you. Like, what we doing? 3 p.m. Eastern. You better say that. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm from Texas traveling to it. You better get, if you're on Delta, you better get that Wi-Fi. You feel me? If you're on Delta, you better get that Wi-Fi. I'm just saying. But the reason why I'm being so transparent about this, once again, to make sure that you guys see everything in order to do it, right? Because some of y'all are gonna have to launch. Like, I literally have, let me show you. I literally, based off what we've gone through, like, this is the Shopify stuff. I ask it questions. This is ChatGPT. It tells you step by step how to set up the Shopify, right? I asked it step by step how to set up the community. So there's no excuses of why we're not doing anything, as far as like, I don't know how to, or I don't have the resources and everything. No, all you need is ChatGPT and time. All you need is ChatGPT and time. So look, the visuals, the payments and taxes, the shipment fulfillment. I told my team, like, yo, I'm doing this all because I got to get this documented. Because if I gave this to somebody else, right? If I gave this to somebody else, like, it'll be like third hand. It'd be one of those like fake gurus or like, hey, yo, they did this, and I have to say that I did it, which I didn't. So it was important for me in this launch. Now, that I'm not saying that it'll always be this way, but in this launch, first probably 2-3 of these, that I do it, right? But to how to get ChatGPT to talk to you, I'll open up a new one. I do have the paid version. Yes, Doc, I got you. This is the paid version. And so you'll see right here on the right-hand side, like kind of an audio wave. And if I hit that, then the voice feature comes in. And once you have that, you can have that on your desktop as well, which is the one that I was using, right? So, and they have the search feature and all of that stuff. But to get it to talk, I have the paid version, and it just talks. And you can ask it to talk in any kind of way that that you're doing. Like, you could say, hey, talk to me like you from New York. You could do talk to me like you're in London. Like, hold on. Hey, talk to me like you're from Italy.
Ciao, allora come posso aiutarti oggi? Se hai bisogno di consigli, sono qui per te, come un buon amico italiano.
Yeah, I didn't know anything what they said. You feel me? I didn't know anything. But if this was valuable, right? If this was valuable, if you had fun, if you learned something today, drop the lines in the chat. Drop LB for lines behavior in the chat. Yeah, I had fun today. I hope you learned something. And if you really, really got something out of this, drop a super chat, super thanks, whatever you want to do about it. I mean, this is how we pay for the premium. This is how we pay for ChatGPT. It's through that. So I love you guys. Be sure, listen, I'll drop it one more time. Be sure that you're on the list, okay? Type me if you're on the list. Type me if you're in the community. Type me if you're ready for 3 p.m. Eastern on Friday. I missed everything. You didn't miss anything because you could replay this, like, just rewind right now. Don't even wait till this ends. Like, just rewind. You ain't miss anything, I promise you. 3 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Eastern. Pre-orders. Okay? And I'm doing the pre-orders from a standpoint of, like, not that you have to wait like 4 weeks like other people, right? I just want y'all to get y'all spot. You're going to get the hat before the year ends. You're going to get the hat before the year ends. Okay? I'm going to make sure of that. You're going to get the hat before the year ends. It's like, I'm in the app. You feel me? I'm in the app. Listen, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make this so much fun. Every single Monday. No AI. No, we haven't done the AI music in like over a month or two. Yeah, ever since they had that, whatchamacallit, Ever since they had those little trademark issues, I stayed away from it. Hear me? I stayed away from it. Will you be giving notes on how we can get better with our channels when we do the challenges? That could be up. That could be up for discussion. Remember, we're gonna have a suggestion situation. So the way that I want to do it for the community is that when you have a suggestion, then we're going to vote, and the people who have the hats, they get voting power, right? And so they really determine what's going on and what's going to go happen. So if y'all saying, yo, channel audits inside of there, cool. You feel me? That's good. That's going to be the situation. Thank you so much. Oh, and if you're new, are you coming back next week? Because I know she's new. If you new, are you coming back next week? Like, I've been writing music in Suno. Listen, shout out to Suno. I love Suno. I still use Suno. Those legal issues that scared me a little bit, that I went, okay, let's just build this situation. You feel me? Let's just build this situation. So if you're new, are you coming back next week? Let me know. Oh man, that was my favorite part. It'll come back. It'll come back. We've been really building this lines behavior thing. So that takes up, it's 11:15 p.m. You know what I mean? And super side note, my mom text. Hold on. It's like, I will proceed to like the. Shout out to my mom. My mom just gave me a whole bunch of lions in my text message. You know what I mean? Board of directors for the hat owners. It's facts. Come on, top dog. That's what we're gonna call it. If you get a hat, if you're one of the first 100, you're gonna be part of the board of directors of Lions Behavior. You feel me? Yeah, Mook, you haven't tried Suno yet? You haven't tried it? You should. Okay, we got some people saying, yep, I'm coming back next week. That'd be great. Okay, so people who get the hats, they're gonna be the board of directors of Lions Behavior, of the community. It's going to be vibe. I'm excited. I love you guys. Until next time, you feel me? And shout out to all the new people. You know what I'm going to say.